impromptu date night. I have about 30 minutes to get ready here. So first of all, this hair, oh, I don't even know what to do with my hair. Like, I need to do my roots so badly. I did go ahead and do my eyeshadow. If you are interested in that video, I actually got the Stone Cold Fox palette from ColourPop, and I'm putting together a video where I've done 3 different looks with this one palette. So here's a little sneaky peek at one of the looks. So I will definitely link that for you if you're interested in checking that out. You like my little Christmas tree? I'm trying to get my Christmas tree in the background. I need to change the battery to the lights in my curtains. That's why they haven't been on for so long, is literally I'm just too lazy to change the batteries. Brand new, what I've been using. But Sunday, we are going to our big zoo for the Christmas lights with my best friend and her little girl. So I'm really excited. I hope I get to vlog some of that. I really hope I can. We'll see. There should be enough of us adults that I can vlog a little bit. Okay. I definitely went the wrong direction on my braid there, but I think, honestly, I can't really see it. Let me look. I'll just have to be good enough because I don't feel like redoing it. I am freaking red because I'm sweating. Okay, I'm going to put on some of the Stila One Step Correct Kitten to try to get rid of some of this redness. And then for my eyebrows, I started with some of the CoverGirl. I don't know what, because I lost it. Oh, I threw it back in here. Some of this CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow, whatever this is, in light pale. So now I'm just going to go in and finish filling with my AOA Studios brow pencil. And I believe this is in blonde. The shade has actually rubbed off. I'm just going to kind of finish filling in where it's a little sparse. So the actual excitement here is we have a, well, not completely full face because I use ColourPop for my eyeshadow, but a full face of Milani here to try. Now, the only thing that made me sad was that this blush did come busted. This is their Spiced Rose Powder Blush. But I think there's obviously enough left in the pan that there's going to be plenty of product to test. But I mean, and this was only like $1, I believe, when I added it to my cart. So hold on, let's disperse of the broken bit. Yeah, we're all right though. We have enough still that. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so let me kind of discard of all the broken bits here. I need to throw that away. So let's jump into face. So I've been doing this for quite a while now, but I'm going, like, I've said it before, I've been enjoying doing my concealer before my face. So we are going to go in with concealer. I have used this concealer before, but I repurchased it because my other one got kind of old and gloopy. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Long Wear Concealer, and this is in the shade Ivory Rose. I believe my other shade wasn't this shade either. And one more thing I want to do is I'm going to take some of my NYX Hydra Touch primer. This is like old school YouTube here. A little concealer trick is I'm going to put some of this on my under eyes because this is, oh, look at that. I think that took away my, okay, hold on. That's an old video on my YouTube that I had found from somebody else, like a concealer hack to help with dry under eyes. Put a little bit of that kitten back on my cheeks. I'm going to go in with the Milani concealer. I definitely need concealer under my under eyes. So then I'm going to go ahead and blend that in. And I did this the other day and I really liked it. I used my KVD, whatever this brush is that came with my Good Apple foundation. Just go ahead and blend this in a little bit. Not like completely, but just enough that it's dispersed a little bit. I really liked it for my under eye, like to get right in that little corner. There. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want it blended out a little bit. Then, got this because it was a part of the Juicy Jazz collection favorites. This is the Milani Cream to Powder Foundation. It's in the shade Warm Porcelain. It's not really the best shade for me, but we can make it work. So what I did was I took this brush, dipped into it. It's very creamy. I will give it that. So it doesn't look too bad on my hand, actually, if you can see the swatch right there. And it does come with this little thing, but I ain't even bothered with that, to tell you the truth. And then I'm just gonna put this where I want it. Like, I'm not really using this brush to blend it in. I'm just kind of using it to apply. I know, we look a little crazy. Just stay with me. Then I'm going to take some of my Fenty Cream Bronzer. And I'm going to take this little flat brush, if I can find it. It's the only brush I didn't wash. Somehow it escaped me the other night when I washed my brushes. I'm going to take some of this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is spray my whole face with some of this Wet n Wild Rose 3-in-1 water, just to put a little moisture back on. Oops, well, that's empty. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of this Milani Make It Last Dewy Setting Spray and spritz my sponge and start blending this out. So as you can see, there's one side blended out compared to the other side. It looks really nice. It's a little heavy looking, but nothing extreme. Honestly, I think the concealer, I probably should have blended out straight away versus waiting. I think that was my only mistake because it does look a little dry, but the cream to powder foundation is blending out just fine. And of course, the Fenty, oh, I should have used the e.l.f. because then it would have been drugstore. I wasn't even thinking. I just grabbed what I could. So there we have everything blended out. I'm just going to take my fingers and kind of work the corners of the concealer. That worked out fine. Okay, so now for powder, I'm going to take my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop powder. And this is in Fair. I don't think I have a powder from Milani now that I'm thinking about it. So I'm going to take a little bit under my eyes, down my T-zone. And then for the rest of the face, I'm just going to swipe over with this big powder brush from Japanesque. I can see a lot of redness peeking through on my cheeks, but I honestly think that's where I put that NYX Hydra touch. It kind of disrupted the Stila Kitten. I think if I hadn't done that, it would have looked fine. Okay, so in this order, I did end up getting also, this was like a little trio cell thing. So I decided to pick that up as well. Look at this. I need to finish my under eyes. So this is the Milani Baked Bronzer in Glow. Now, the one thing I will tell you is their baked products are shimmery. Like, yeah. And we also have a baked blush. Beautiful shade. It's in corillina. Again, beautiful, but if you don't want shimmer, you're not going to like their baked products. So for fall, these may not be your best picks. I mean, maybe you don't care about wearing shimmer in the fall. I personally am someone who tends to go more matte in the fall and winter. So for me from Milani, I usually tend to stick to their Silky Matte bronzer. But their baked one is nice. It's just like, it's warm and it's glowy. It's very on brand for summer. Just typically for fall, I would go with this. So I guess I'll go ahead and wear this because I do want to show it to you because I use this all the time. All right, it's not going to matter. It's all going to sweat off in Walmart anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and take my, whatever this is, tap into it, tap a little bit off. Like I said, it is warm and it's shimmery. So just be aware. Definitely would be a nice bronzer for summer. Not bad. Not bad at all. Hey. Here's my puppy. I'm almost done. So yeah, nice formula. Pretty product. Just not my typical cup of tea for fall. But nothing wrong with it. Alright, and then for blush. So I showed you the swatch of the Corillina. I really don't want to use it again with this. I just feel like it's going to be a lot. So I actually am going to tap into this blush. And again, this is the Rose Powder Blush in Spiced Rose. Definitely. Does this one have shimmer too? No, okay, it's matte. I couldn't tell for a second. Alright, so let's tap into a little bit of this. So I'm going to take my Sigma Contour Blush brush. This is the F53 Air. Oh! Alright, let's definitely tap some of that off. Oh! Okay, be careful because I just broke it some more. I burn it. I said 2 more big chunks fall out when I did that. So, lesson learned. I'm like literally just tapping it on because I know that was a lot. Pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. That's very in from the cold blush. I'm not mad at that. Oh, wow, that's harsh. Y'all, why didn't you tell me to blend that out a little bit? Thought we were friends. Oh, well. Okay, much better. Very nice blush. Don't tap on it. Okay, so for highlighter, I actually have like 2 options here. This came with the Juicy Jazz kit. This is the Highlighter Duo Cream and Powder Supercharged. So here's the cream, here's the powder. And then this was in that Baked Highlighter Trio. This is the Baked Trio. This is the Baked Highlighter in Dolce Pearla. Ooh, I think I'm going to go with the baked one. We'll have to try this one another time. I'll have to try these 2 in another video. And then also I have more lip products that I'll have to try too. So let me put these back in there. Alright, let's take some of this Dolce Pearla. My husband's popping his head in. I'm like, I'm almost done. So let's take a little bit of this. This is huge. This will last you a very long time. There we go. Pack it on. Has everybody else's For You page just been nothing but the Grinch guy from Orlando? I'm loving it. He's really good. Yes, I'm just packing on highlighter. I don't care at this point. Oh, that's pretty. That's a win. Okay, for lips. Wait, is that everything? Yeah, let me spritz. Now, in her kit, she had the Make It Last Milani powder, but I ended up, when I purchased it, not purchasing the kit as advertised. I purchased everything in the kit separately, and then I put on a 30% off coupon, so it ended up being cheaper than the kits that were advertised. So I ended up picking this instead, the Make It Last Dewy, but in the Juicy Jazz kit, she had just the traditional Make It Last. This was what she had. But I'm going to go ahead and use some of this Dewy. Let's give a little spritz here. Very nice spritzer. So for lips, we have 3 options, but I already know what I'm going to use. So this actually came with the order for free, because once you spent so much, you got one of these free. This is the Milani. It doesn't say, but it's in the shade Voyager. It's like the shiny, balmy lipsticks that came in this package. Yeah, like the flat. Oh, now I see why that color came for free. That's Voyager. That's very slick. That'd be pretty for spring. Not using that tonight though. Then this was an add-on for $1. This and the blush you could add on for $1. All right, what is this? This is the Milani Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper, and this is in the shade Bare Pink. Oh, gigantic doe foot. Oh, hello. Ooh, glossy. So there's that. Again, not wearing that tonight. Pretty though. So tonight what we are going to wear is the Milani. I don't know what it is. This is the new matte version of these. And this is in the shade 430 Secret. Okay, so let's give this a go. Oh, that's pretty. That's a very comfortable matte. Like, it doesn't feel dry or anything on my lips. Oh, wow, I can still feel this. I feel that. Okay, so we need to finish up. So that is all of my little Milani products to play with. I actually really like this cream to powder. I think I'm going to do a video comparing this to the Good Apple foundation because it's very similar in texture. Even though that's balm and that's a cream to powder. Do I have any other cream to powders? I don't think so. But anyway, that would be interesting to test out. Okay, I need to put all this here so I remember what all I used. Okay, so let's finish up the lower lash line and throw on some mascara, and then I've got to get dressed and I've got to get out of here. Oh, and for mascara, I used the Essence Volume Stylist Curl and Hold. I actually have been using all of my essences, and I'm going to put together a video comparing them all, so stay tuned for that. So let's go ahead and finish up this lower lash line. I think I'm just going to use the gray shadow, which is Rumor Mill. I'm going to put just a little bit of Rock Bottom, which is the black right there, and then take Rumor Mill. And then I'm going to take a little bit of You Rock, which is kind of like a taupey gray. Then I'm going to take a little bit of just something to put in the inner corner. This is the ColourPop Super Shock in Flexitarian. And then on the bottom, we'll just do a little bit of Maybelline Lash Sensational. And there we have it. There's my almost full face of Milani date makeup. I think it looks really nice. The only thing I don't like, not that I don't like it, but it's just not the right, season for it for me is the bronzer. I just would have preferred something matte, seeing as it's fall. But it's not bad. It's a really nice formula. It's a really nice product. I think for summer it'd be perfect. But other than that, I like it. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.